Thank you. Thank you, I'm really good. I've gotten a bit fat, so that's happening. You ever notice your friends and your family won't tell you when you're getting fat? They'll say things like, no, you look great. Keep doing what you're doing. I found out a way you can find out if you're getting fat. Step out into traffic, and if you hear a guy in a white pickup truck say, get out of the way, you fat fuck! So then you know. I walked into a convenience store, the kind of convenience store you walk into and you're like, I should not be in this convenience store. It was filthy. It was dirty. I walked in, but I'm Canadian, so I'm like, well, I'll buy some gum and then I'll go. I walk up to the counter, there's no gum. There's a couple of chocolate bars. Magazine rack is empty. But there it was. There was a rack of fancy hats. There was an entire rack of fancy hats. What was it doing there? What was its purpose? Was it something like, hey, Cheryl, how were sales tonight? Well, they weren't that great, Brian. They weren't that great at all. I'm almost afraid to ask. Did we happen to sell any of our fancy hats? No, Brian. We didn't sell any fancy hats. God damn it. Brian, maybe it's time that we give up on trying to sell the fancy hats. Cheryl, what is the number one rule I have told you about selling fancy hats? You said it's consistency, Brian. That's right. Maybe one night someone walks in here. They are not in need of a fancy hat. They're just in here to buy some gum or some soda pop. But they see our rack of fancy hats. And 6 months down the road, in the middle of the night, when they're all of a sudden in dire need of a fancy hat, they will remember Brian's convenience. They will remember my rack of immaculate fancy hats. Just then, a face they haven't seen in years burst in. Hey, I know I'm not supposed to be here. What the hell? I know, please just hear me out. It's your daughter, my wife. She's dying. She's not gonna make it through the night. I've dressed her up in her finest. But all I need to finish it off is one of your fancy hats. How dare you? After all you've done to this family, you think I'm gonna sell you one of my fancy hats? I do not think so, sir. I do not think so. Brian! What are you gonna do, Brian? Just one, Brian. I need some air. I need some air! Oh, Brian, what are these fancy hats doing to you? What is it doing to you, Brian? An old abandoned factory. Oh. I need to go back. I need to go back! Oh, the fancy hats. Oh, you damn fancy hats. Running through my brain. I've decided, no, I would not sell you one of my fancy hats. I knew that'd be your answer, Brian. I knew it all along. If you're not gonna sell me one of those fancy hats, I'm gonna have to take it. No, Cheryl! What? It didn't have to be this way, Brian. It didn't have to be this way. I think I'm gonna make it. What? 2 guns? Ah. Cheryl, take my hand. I'm so cold, Cheryl. I'm so cold. I want to apologize to you for my business decision to sell the fancy hats. Brian! 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 So, yeah. So it's either that or they just had like a box of hats in the back. It's one of those 2 things. Thanks a lot, Montreal. Appreciate it.